Hey, what's up? What's your name? What are you doing today? Where are you going in the evening? What's your mother's name? Did you all have your breakfast? Did you and your friend go to the movie yesterday? What are all these I'm talking about? Yes, the question words. In German language, we have two types of questions, and they are the interrogative and these are the more open. The first starts with the question word interrogative and tends to be more open. The second starts with the finite verb and requires yes, no as an answer. Similar use in English and German. Both types are frequently used in English and German. Here are both types in more detail. Interrogative or W questions or W-Fragen. Frequently used question words in German are, and with the English equivalents, where, who, was, what, wo, where, wo, where, woher, where from, wohin, where to, wann, when, wie, how or what, wie, how or what, wie lange, how long, wie viel, how much, wie viele, how many, wie oft, how often. Look at some examples of interrogative questions. Warum? Why? Where do you come from? In English, it is where do you come from? In German, it stands as woher kommen Sie? Woher kommen Sie? Where do you live? Wo wohnen Sie? Wo wohnen Sie? Who is that? Where is das? Where is das? Where do you live? Wo wohnst du? Wo wohnst du? Where do you come from? Woher kommen Sie? Woher kommen Sie? Where is Radha going next weekend? Wohin fährt Radha nächstes Wochenende? Wohin fährt Radha nächstes Wochenende? Wie ist deine E-Mail-Adresse? Wie ist deine E-Mail-Adresse? What's your email address? Wie viel kosten 100 Gramm Zucker? Wie viel kosten 100 Gramm Zucker? How much is 100 grams of sugar? Wie oft gehst du aus? Wie oft gehst du aus? How often do you go out? So the useful points to remember are, as you can see, the usage of most question words in German is very similar to English. Note the following points. Wie is used for names and addresses. The German interrogative wie, how, is also used when you ask for a name or address. Wie ist dein Name? What is your name? Wie ist Ihre Telefonnummer? What is your phone number? Or wie ist Ihre Adresse? What's your address? It is incorrect to use was in such questions. Now let's take a look at wo, wohin and woher. Note that wo corresponds to English where. If motion to or from place is indicated, German always uses wohin, woher. Wo ist die Kirche? Wo ist die Kirche? Where is the church? Wohin gehst du heute? Wohin gehst du heute? Where are you going today? Woher kommst du gerade? Where have you just come from? How to ask about professions or where you work? The most common way in German to ask about somebody, where do they work or what do they do for living? Was sind Sie von Beruf? Or was bist du von Beruf? What are you doing for your living? Literally, which means what are you by profession? And to find out for which company somebody is working, the question in German is, wo arbeiten Sie? Wo arbeiten Sie? For whom do you work? Or literally, where do you work? Question words in first position. You are very clear that the verb always takes the second position in the sentence construction. Now, in the case of the W-Fragen, the W question word occupies the first place and it is followed by the finite verb as the second idea or position to, and then the subject of the sentence or the question. Now, let us take a look at yes-no questions. Do you have brothers? Do you have brothers and sisters? So, whenever you use do, did, the answer in English would be yes, no. Did you have your breakfast? Yes, I had my breakfast. No, I did not have my breakfast. Do you have brothers? Yes, I have brothers. No, I don't have brothers. Is that your house? Yes, that is my house. No, that's not my house. So, in such cases, when the verb is in position 1, your answer is replied as yes or no. The similar construction is also followed in German, and these are called as Ja, Nein Fragen. Ja, Nein Fragen, which means yes, no questions. So, have you got brothers and sisters? Haben Sie Geschwister? Haben Sie Geschwister? Is this your mobile? Ist das Ihr Handy? Is das Ihr Handy? Yes and no questions, how are they formed? Let us take a look in detail. The second type of question can be answered by a simple yes or no. As you can see, it does not need a question word. That is, no W question words are required to construct yes-no questions. Instead, the finite verb, that is, the conjugated verb moves to the first position. Let us compare the structures of both these questions. If it is a W question or W-Fragen, position 1 is the question word, that is wie, was, where, the finite verb, the conjugated verb, the subject of this question and the other elements. Simpler structure than English often uses the verb do to form this kind of question. Does Prakash come from Berlin? Kommt Prakash aus Berlin? So here, the verb kommt is placed in position 1. Do you stay in the Hotel Best Western? Wohnen Sie in Hotel Best Western? The verb in position 1. Do you like drinking beer? Trinkst du gern Bier? The structure differs from a statement where the finite verb is the second idea. Now, Prakash kommt aus Berlin is a statement where the verb is the second idea. If that is converted to a yes-no question, it sounds like kommt Prakash aus Berlin? So you have noticed the kommt from position 2 is moved to position 1. Kommt Prakash aus Berlin? The second statement, Sie wohnen im Hotel Best Western. She lives in the Hotel Best Western. Wohnen Sie im Hotel Best Western? So the verb is moved to the first position. Are you living in Hotel Best Western? In German, it is sufficient to move the finite verb to the beginning of the sentence. Here are some more examples. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Do you speak German? Arbeitet bei Siemens? Does he work for Siemens? Lernt sie wirklich jeden Tag 5 Stunden? Does she really study for 5 hours? German is much simpler than English in this respect.